It's been a couple of weeks since I've done an update on where our renovations are. They're coming along. I've been meaning to put together some footage that we've shot to post, but I don't know, I just didn't really know what to do with it. But the renovations are coming along well. We've got the subfloor complete. The last update that I did, we had installed the sleepers, the 2x4 risers for the subfloor to raise them up off the concrete. But since then, we've got the plywood flooring installed. We've taken out the old walls and put in the new walls. We've got all the drywall up. We've got all the electrical done. We just need to do a little bit more puttying and sanding. We've got to paint. We've got to carpet. We've got to install a couple of new windows. We've got to put in a drop ceiling and a very little bit more electrical, and we'll pretty much be done downstairs. At least done enough that we can get that we can rent the basement out. Which, yeah, it'll be really nice when that's done and we've got some people down there, because the whole living here without that rental income has been stressful. You know, financially I'm doing okay because I refinanced my mortgage on my condo and I was able to free up funds to pay for the renovation, but it's still annoying because that income or that money supply is finite and isn't getting replenished until we get people in here. So, you know, frustration. But, you know, whatever. We're like, I'd say, maybe actually 75% of the way through the job. Pretty much everything that's left is pretty lightweight. The carpet and the windows we're just going to hire people to do. The painting we're probably going to try to do this weekend or early next week. And the ceiling we'll do immediately after that. And neither of those should take us more than a day or so each to finish off. But that's pretty much where the renos are at. It is coming along. I'm excited. It'll be a huge stress relief to be finished. As much as I kind of have grown to like living here without people below us, you know, we can make all the noise we want and not worry about it too much, but, you know, whatever. It is what it is, you know. This is the deal that we made. We knew we had to have people in here, or we'd never be able to afford to live here. So, you know, maybe in time we'll be able to afford to live here without having tenants. But for now, it's the way it is. So it's just what we got to do. Apart from that, though, I've pretty much concluded that I'm not gonna be able to get the shed done this year. I'm probably not even going to bother getting any work done on it at all this fall, which is a huge drag because I really wanted to get it done so that, you know, I could at least get some modeling done before this year is over. But it's just not feasible. So what we're going to do, I think, is once we get people downstairs, then we're going to focus on the garage. We're going to try to move all of the crap that's in the garage into the shed, at least as much as we can fit, and then try and pack as much of the stuff in the garage as tightly as possible so that we can actually fit our cars in there over winter. Because, yeah, if we can avoid having to park on the street and wake up to a frozen-ass car every morning. I leave for work just after 5. And, yeah, leaving for work that early, when, you know, it's minus 25 Celsius, or, you know, about, I don't know what that would be, minus 18 or so, minus 15 Fahrenheit. Pretty damn cold, basically. It sucks. It's not a lot of fun. Especially if there's recently been snow. So if we can, you know, park inside, cars will, you know, cold car, but it won't be like covered in frost, won't be iced over, won't be covered in snow. So it'll be a much easier task to get out onto the road, get to work, provided that the roads are clear enough that I can make it to work at all. But we live close enough to major routes that you know, the main roads will be clear. Just might be quick swipe off of the driveway, and that's about it. But, you know, wait and see how this winter turns out. If it's anything like last winter, it might not even be a problem, because last winter was so friggin' mild that, you know, whatever. Barely needed to worry about snow and ice. I think we only ended up with a couple of feet over the entire winter, whereas previous years you end up with like 3-4 times that. But but whatever. So that's pretty much what's been going on in that regard. Otherwise, I've gone a little model crazy in the last couple of weeks. HobbyLink Japan had their big summer sale not too long ago. I got a couple of things from there, but I was looking around and found some other stuff on sale that kind of caught my interest. In the last series of unboxing videos, I showed off the 48 scale VF1S. I decided that I didn't want to just do the fighter mode. I picked up the 72nd scale Batroid and Gerwok mode kits, both in Roy Fokker colors, because, well, you can't have a fighter without having the Batroid mode, and the Gerwok mode is just so ridiculous. I mean, these are just so cool, just the ridiculous chicken walker design. I mean, how can you not love it? You know, I mean, I love the Gerwok mode since the old Jetfire toy back in the Transformers days. Incidentally, Jetfire was literally one of these. Only difference was different color scheme, and he didn't have the blaster over the right shoulder. It was just the twin missile pods. In addition, however, to that, I didn't get just a couple of Valkyries. I also picked up the Macross herself, the Hasegawa 1/4000th scale TV series SDF Macross in battleship mode. But I also got the 1/4000th movie version from Do You Remember Love of the Macross in attack mode. I don't even know what the mode is called. I think I read Storm Attacker someplace, the big robot mode. Yeah, both of these, very excited to take a look at. And finally, because I didn't want to leave my YF-19 as the only Macross Plus kit that I got, unfortunately this one was never made in 48 scale, but they did make the YF-21 in 72nd scale. Now, most of these 72nd scale Valkyries are relatively old. I think the YF-21 was originally released in around 2003 or maybe 2004. The original Batroid, minus the Super and Strike parts, I had one in about 2003. I don't know when the Gerwok version came out, probably about 2007 or something like that. But they're not recent toolings, but they're I've read up on them a little bit, and supposedly they're really well engineered, and they still hold up. So I'm pretty excited to take a look at all of them. And we'll be doing kind of like the last video series, where we'll be doing like one unboxing a day or every other day for a week or something, as we'll take a look at a few of them. But it wasn't just Macross stuff that I got. I was looking around elsewhere on HobbyLink Japan, and I noticed that I didn't even know this existed, but this is the version 2 ZGMF X10A Freedom from a Gundam Seed, which I was a huge fan of the original Master Grade Freedom back in, oh god, would this have been 2003? Jesus, has it been that long since Seed came out? Wow, it's been a while. But yeah, the reviews I've seen on like Dowlong.net of this kit have been pretty good. I mean, they're all in Korean. I can't read them, but the picture reviews make it look like a pretty good kit. So it's a worthy upgrade of the old kit from quite a few years ago. But that's all I've gotten in the mail recently. There's a couple of other little surprises I'm gonna not reveal right now, but you'll find out what they are in about a week or so when I get to them. But I'm excited. I'm very excited to take a look at both of them. One of them's pretty small. It's a reissue of an old kit from my youth. The other one is a not quite brand new, couple years old, large scale kit of one of my favorite aircraft. So yeah, probably tomorrow I'll be putting up the first of the unboxings. I'll probably do the two VF1s, do them together, and then the next day I'll probably do the YF21, and then next day I'll probably do the two Macrosses, and then next day maybe the Freedom, and then the next day, you know, special teas review number 1, and then the next day special teas review number 2. So yeah, that's kind of what the plan is for the next few days. So do keep your eyes on this channel. Keep your eye on my Twitter. There will be a link down there to it, and I'll be talking a little bit about some of these kits in 140 characters or less, as I'm getting ready to crack them open and build them. So thanks everyone out there for watching, and happy modeling.